Hello students, a very good morning to one and all. Welcome to the next lecture of online theory class series of subject Novel Drug Delivery System. I am Mrs. Aarti Majumdar, Associate Professor from the Department of Pharmaceutics, Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. Dear students, today we are going to start a discussion over another important topic, that is transdermal drug delivery systems. Before starting our discussion, I would like to summarize the main points which we are going to discuss under the heading transdermal drug delivery system. In this topic, we will study about what are transdermal drug delivery system. What is the objective of formulation of transdermal drug delivery system, along with various advantages and disadvantages of these transdermal drug delivery system. Then we will study about percutaneous absorption, skin permeation and various mechanism of percutaneous absorption, and then factors affecting skin permeation along with permeation enhancer. Later on we will also discuss about basic components of transdermal drug delivery system along with various formulation consideration. Now, starting with what are transdermal drug delivery system. These transdermal drug delivery system, these can be defined as the delivery system which are topically administered, which are such designed to administer medicaments topically over the surface of skin in the form of transdermal patch, which delivers the medicament to the systemic circulation at a predetermined and a controlled rate. So, by the use of these transdermal drug delivery system, medicaments are applied topically on the surface of skin and then they are absorbed systemically. They are delivered to the systemic circulation. So, the main objective of formulation of these transdermal drug delivery system is to avoid first pass metabolism, to avoid harsh environment of gastrointestinal tract. So, the various advantages of these transdermal drug delivery system, they could be summarized as avoidance of first pass metabolism, as drug is directly going into the systemic circulation. Drug is avoiding GIT tract. So in this way, avoidance of hepatic first pass metabolism. So the drugs which show intensive first pass metabolism, which have low bioavailability, low oral bioavailability, these type of drugs, they can be formulated in the form of transdermal drug delivery system. Also, avoidance of gastric and intestinal interference, as there are many sensitive drugs which degrade in the acidic environment, acidic gastric environment, and also in alkaline intestinal environment. So again, which result in the low bioavailability of such drug. So the biotherapeutic efficacy and bioavailability of such drug, such sensitive drug, unstable drug, it can also be increased by formulation in transdermal drug delivery system. Also, there are certain corrosive drug, there are certain drug which have some side effects on the gastric mucosa. So the toxicity of such drug, it can also be reduced by formulation in transdermal drug delivery system. Then, with the help of transdermal drug delivery system, it is possible to get prolonged and sustained duration of action. As these transdermal drug delivery system, they are a type of controlled drug delivery system which have higher doses higher than the usual single dose. So one time application of a transdermal patch can result in a prolonged and sustained duration of action of the drug which is incorporated in the transdermal patch. Then these type of transdermal drug delivery system, they are suitable for the delivery of drugs, especially those drugs which have shorter half-life and low therapeutic index. For example, nitroglycerin. These type of drugs which have very low margin of safety, we have very low therapeutic index, such type of drug, they can be formulated in the form of transdermal drug delivery system. Then these transdermal drug delivery system, they also have an advantage of providing a steady plasma concentration, which is a characteristic feature of all controlled drug delivery system. In case of transdermal drug delivery system, the usual peak and valley type of plasma drug concentration profile, which is observed in case of conventional drug delivery system, it is not observed in case of transdermal drug delivery system. Here, with the help of transdermal drug delivery system, plasma drug concentration remain constant, well above the minimum effective concentration and well below the maximum tolerated or maximum safe concentration, thus reducing the side effect of drug and improving therapeutic efficacy, increasing therapeutic efficacy of drug. Then these transdermal drug delivery system, they are also easy to use and they are non-invasive because they are simply applied on the surfaces of the skin. So being non-invasive, they further enhances patient compliance. Then in case if toxicity is observed, in case of drug toxicity, termination of therapy is quite easier. As the transdermal patch, it is just adhered over the surface of the skin, so it can be just removed. So the termination of therapy is quite easier in case of transdermal drug delivery system. Also, drug plasma profile observed in case of transdermal drug delivery system, they are quite comparable to the intravenous infusion administration. However, in case of intravenous infusion, termination of therapy is difficult, is not that easier as in case of transdermal drug delivery system. So apart from having so many advantages, these transdermal drug delivery system, they also have certain limitations, such as the main limitation is that the most common limitation observed in case of transdermal drug delivery system is that these transdermal patches, as they are occlusive patches, they are adhered onto the surface of the skin. Sometimes they causes skin irritation and sensitization. Also, there is a constraint of particle size. As larger molecules, drug molecules having molecular weight more than 600 Daltons, they have poor diffusivity, so they cannot be formulated as transdermal drug delivery system. Also, these transdermal drug delivery system, they require high drug loads, as drug is absorbed through the skin layers through passive diffusion, mainly passive diffusion, which is a concentration which required a concentration gradient. So these systems, they require high drug loads. However, these transdermal drug delivery systems, they are restricted to the delivery of potent drugs having lower dose, because drugs in which have higher dose, they cannot be formulated as transdermal drug delivery system because they cannot be accumulated in a patch. So only the potent drugs having lower dose can be formulated as transdermal drug delivery system. Now, before understanding skin permeation mechanism, we must first understand about the structure and physiology of skin. Skin is a multi-layered complex organ both with respect to structure as well as function. Skin is a part of integrated system and it covers a surface area of about 2 meters square in an adult, and it received about 1/3 of blood circulating through the body. The skin it is divided into 3 layers: epidermis, the uppermost layer of the skin, and dermis. Below this epidermis, dermis is there, and then subcutaneous tissue. This epidermis, this is composed of stratified cells. It is further divided into various layers. The uppermost layer of this epidermis, it is stratum corneum, which is the major barrier for the permeation of drug molecule to the systemic circulation. Below stratum corneum, below this stratum corneum, stratum granulosum layer is there, then stratum spinosum layer is there, and then stratum basal layer of epidermis is present. Now below this epidermis, dermis layer of the skin is present, which is composed of strong connective tissue containing collagen and elastin fiber. It is because of these collagen and elastin fiber, dermis has ability to stretch and recoil. In this dermis layer, blood vessels, nerve endings, and various glands, hair follicles, these are embedded in this dermis layer. Now, below this dermis layer, subcutaneous tissue is present, which is also called as hypodermis. It is composed of loose connective tissue, mainly adipose tissue. The main function of this hypodermis layer is this layer which regulates the temperature of body. The main function of skin is to protect from the surrounding environment. Now, in all these layers of skin, it is stratum corneum, which is the uppermost layer of the skin, which exerts a barrier, which acts like a barrier, which poses a barrier for the drug permeation. Drug permeation from the patches, when the transdermal patch is applied onto the surface of the skin, drug molecules slowly permeate through the skin layers and reaches through the systemic circulation at a predetermined and controlled rate. This rate of diffusion, mechanism, it follows Fick's first law. Students, we have studied this law when we were studying about mucoadhesive drug delivery system. Similarly, here also the main mechanism of drug permeation is the passive diffusion, which follows Fick's first law, according to which the flux rate, steady state flux, it is equals to diffusion coefficient multiplied by surface area into partition coefficient of drug in stratum corneum and the vehicle, and divided by diffusional path length, or the thickness of the membrane through which drug has to diffuse. The thickness of skin, it varies in different part of body, from 0.5 mm in eyelids to about 4 mm thick as it is observed in heels. So the thickness of the skin, it varies from the part of which part of the patch is applied to which part of the body. Now, mechanism of percutaneous absorption. Dear student, percutaneous absorption, drug has to be, when applied onto the surface of the skin, drug has to be absorbed into the skin layers and it has to reach to the circulatory systemic circulations. Now, this could happen, there are two mechanisms of percutaneous absorption. It can be either through transepidermal layer, which could be transcellular or paracellular. This transepidermal mechanism we have studied in our mucoadhesive drug delivery system. It can again, transepidermal transport or transepidermal absorption can again be transcellular absorption, or it could be paracellular absorption. Transcellular absorption, it is also called as intracellular transport. Student, as in the stratum corneum, cells are tightly joined to one another. So the absorption which occurs which crosses through the cell, from the cell into, it is called as intracellular. However, when the drug is absorbed through the tight junction between the two cells, it is called as intercellular or paracellular transport. Okay. Now, transfollicular transport. Now, transfollicular transport can be either through pilosebaceous unit or through the sweat gland, eccrine gland. This is pilosebaceous unit. Pilosebaceous unit, it contains two parts. It can be through hair follicle. Drug can be absorbed through the hair follicle, or it can be absorbed through the sebaceous gland. This is called as pilosebaceous unit. Or this transfollicular transport or absorption can be either through eccrine gland or through the sweat gland. So student, this is all about what are transdermal drug delivery system, what is the objective of formulation of transdermal drug delivery system, various advantages and disadvantages of transdermal drug delivery system, including structure and physiology of